Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I am coming back at you with another Wargaming and miniature video. In today's video, we're going to continue on with our What's in the Box series. Now, in this What's in the Box, we're going to be looking at Plastic Soldier Company's Halftracks, right? The 250 Halftrack, which is traditionally like their reconnaissance Halftracks. There are 5 15mm models in here, five 15mm miniatures. They call it a miniature because it's a playing piece for a game called Battle Group. Okay, Battle Group is a World War II miniatures game. You can play in either 15mm or 20mm, and Plastic Soldier Company designs these boxes for that game. Okay, let's take a look at the back side of this box. Okay, the back side, hopefully, I haven't never opened this box, so I can't tell you what's in there just yet, but and it says it's suitable for Battle Group. That's awesome. I'm sure you could use it for games like Flames of War or any other 15mm World War II game that you play, Command Decision or whatever. They tell you what the sprue looks like, and I don't know what font that is, but it's probably about a 2. I would have to get out my magnifying glasses here to be able to read those, but that's fine. And then they give you the numbers 1 through 43, it looks like. Yep, 43, and I'm sure that corresponds to the parts here. And then over here, it shows you how to assemble, but it doesn't say which part you use, because I don't see like use part 1, use part 2. None of that's on this here. But these are the 250 NEU Halftracks. The 250 had the original, which had kind of an angled back, and the back door had came to kind of like a point, where the NEU Halftracks, which came out in a later year, were more flat, which assisted with manufacturing, so they could build these faster. They didn't have to worry about all those angles. They just basically straight panels. And it says decals are not included. Now it contains 5 250s NEU. Each sprue includes options for the 250-7, which is the mortar carrier, the 250-8, which is the Stummel, the 250-9 Recce, the 250-10, which has the Pack 36 with steel granate or steel grenade. It's basically like a grenade at the like a rifle grenade, but for an anti-tank gun. 8 crew figures. That's on each sprue. Is what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe the driver is counted as 8. And this is layout version 2, which I guess was October 2019. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so let's open this up and actually take a look and see what we get inside. My guess is telling me that we're going to get 5 exactly the same sprues with options to make all the different vehicles. There is no card or paper on the inside. Okay, now if you've been to any of my What's in the Boxes, what we usually do is we take a look at the sprue and then we zoom in to take a look to see the quality of the models. And since all of these sprues are exactly the same, okay, one was turned upside down, maybe just so it'll fit in the box. Okay, yeah, all these sprues are exactly the same, so we're going to set that off to the side and just take a look at one sprue. That's an interesting looking piece sticking up like that. That's probably a mortar. Okay, that's the upper torso. I say torso, but upper hull, lower hull. This looks like the 75mm howitzer with its little extra walls. That's the sides of the hull, the equipment bins. This looks like wheel well covers, radiator in the front. Okay, that's the 37, and that's the 37 with steel grenade. That's the Stummel, is that right? That's the one with the turret. Okay, the -9 is the Recce. Okay. -9 has a gun, 20mm gun and machine gun in a turret. There's a couple of machine guns, one for the back and one for the front. Treads, wheels, that'll all be the same. Okay, now on the 37 anti-tank gun, you've got this gun shield that's on the left side of the gun. That's pretty good. Okay, looking at these guys, it looks like he's loading an anti-tank round. I'm not sure what this guy is. Okay, this guy looks like he has arms for a mortar, which would probably go on this guy who doesn't have any arms. This guy's got an anti-tank round as well. A couple of drivers and a seated guy. This guy's probably for the machine gun. He's got 1 foot up. It's probably up on a chair when he's probably got his arm behind the machine gun. Yep, and here's a machine gun in his arm right there. You can use this machine gun if you don't want to have a crew member manning the gun, or you can use this guy with this machine gun if you do. This guy's missing his left arm, his whole left side. And there looks like a left side. I'm not sure what he's doing. We might have to take a look at the layout here. Got some jerry cans for like water that you would put on the outside. This looks like a mortar bipod. Because the mortar inside the Halftrack should have a bipod as well. And then this would be a cover for the front machine gun or anti-tank, depending on how you want to set it up. I do believe. I'm not 100%. Okay, so before we zoom in and take a close look at it, I want to make sure that I'm looking at this properly. Okay. I'm using my magnifying glasses. Okay, number 22. 7.5 barrel. 23. 7.5 side plates. Okay, all that's good. I knew that. But what is that? That is a mortar bipod. I was correct. Now this says it is a pack gun shield. Oh, they're saying that this one over the little bitty one. Where are you at? Oh my gosh, I lost it. It's not here, it's not there. Really? I did find the front wheel leaf springs. Okay, I'm blind. I'm looking over this entire thing and I don't see it. Okay, let me look a little bit more carefully. There's infantry. I literally don't see it anywhere. What the hell? Hold on. Oh, it's part of the infantry. It's right there. Okay. Yeah, so that is actually the gun shield for the steel grenade, not the pack. And yes, that's the mortar. Mortar bipod goes in front of it, obviously. Okay, there's rear details. This thing right here, it's for the -1. Right? The -1 should just be a regular machine gun troop carrier, right? Oh, okay. So if you want, okay, you can include that as like a radio extra. It's an extra piece. You don't necessarily have to put that on there. And that is an exhaust. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of different little things. That's good. With 5 of these, you could make a mortar, a recon. Which one is the Stummel? I'm learning things here. The -7 is the mortar, -9 is the recon, -10. Oh, the -8 is the short-barreled howitzer. They call it the Stummel. Okay. All right, let's take a close look at these guys and see what they look like up close. All right, we're going to show the bottom row, and then I'm going to flip it over and we'll show the other bottom row. So starting off from the end here, looks like we got our machine gun cover. Trying to get this in focus. Okay, we got our machine gun cover, we got our forward facing machine gun, our rear facing machine gun, back door, and then the plate that would cover the top of the hull where you would be able to put a turret on, and then inside the turret is the cannon and machine gun. This is the Pack 36, which is a 37mm anti-tank gun, and then this is the 37 with steel grenade. Pretty cool looking. I'm not sure what version I'm going to use. I'll have to just look at my army lists and take a look and see what I'm going to do. The tracks are extremely detailed. I'm very happy with that, specifically that tire there, that wheel. Tracks look very good. The rubber wheels, they look good. And this is that leaf spring I was talking about. All right. And then you're looking at the hull with the windows, the 2 locations for the machine guns, and then the front radiator cover. This is the mortar, 81mm. Inside, looks like there's a couple of chairs. So that's interesting. And then the anti-tank gun shield. This is the extra part that you can put in your -1 to because there you got your seats on the side, but then you got this big box here. To me, it looks like it could possibly be a radio. I don't know what that part is. Let's take a quick look. That's number 14. That is the front seats. Okay, that's the front seats. I guess that looks like a seat. I don't know about this side. I don't see a front seat. I'm not sure how that goes. Yeah, it only shows one guy sitting on the left side in the diagram, so that's probably it. That's the one guy sitting. If it's facing to the front, okay. Doing a little research here. Okay. Okay, this is something, let's take a look at the guys on a chair. Yep, okay, that's it. This faces this way. The right side chair can be unoccupied or not occupied. The right side has a driver right here, and he would be sitting there. Where if you, I guess if you want, you could put this guy sitting next to him, or you can leave it blank. That's pretty cool. And then there's the mortar bipod, exhaust, jerry cans. Okay, let's take a look at the other side, which starts off with the troops. Got your loader. You got the arm with the machine gun, which obviously will go on that guy up here. We'll get to him. And then we got mortar, two-handed mortar, like he's dropping it in the tube. This guy looks like he would be loading another anti-tank round. That is the shield for the steel granate. This looks like a spotter, maybe good for reconnaissance or FO. Right? This guy just looks like he's standing. He'd be the guy dropping the mortar. So you're not going to use all these guys in every version. This guy's got a split body where, where's the other half of that body there? That's this guy. He doesn't have, he's got a split body. So these two are going together, and it kind of looks like he's sitting down with one hand up. So I'm not sure if he's sitting in the back or where. And then driver and extra dude. Okay, let's look at the extra dude 34. He would be a passenger. And then the guy with the split body, 38, 39 probably. Mortar gunner. Okay, so there you go. You got your mortar gunner, and you got the guy dropping his rounds, and then you got, what do they label him as? Commander. Okay, that's good, and I would agree with that. All right, now let's continue on. You got the lower hull. You got the front wheel wells and the exhaust. The side plates with storage boxes for like their foodstuffs and extra ammo, what have you. Then you got your 75 with its little extra wall around the top. The backside's not that impressive because you probably wouldn't see most of these backsides. They're going to be glued inside of things. That's the bottom of the see how this guy's got that seat on his back, and this guy's flat, so he's a passenger. He would sit somewhere in the back. And then this guy's actually got some gear on him. Most of these guys don't. Okay. Mortar tube. Front seats, just the bottom extra in the back. Bottom of the mortar tube, screen. And this is, most of this stuff you wouldn't even see, right? But like the anti-tank guns and stuff, you would see both sides of them. Turret, you don't see anything. And that's the inside of the back hull. Okay. All right, so that is 5 Halftracks. The new version. Remember, there's an old version and a new version. This is the new version. Not new for Plastic Soldier, but new for Germany in World War II. They should just call it the late war version, but they call it new, NEU. That might actually be an abbreviation for something, but I always thought of it as the newer version of the 250. These will be great added to my collection of SS, but these could be Aufklärungs. They could be, I think, even the SS reconnaissance. The Panzer divisions had reconnaissance battalions, which were called Aufklärungs. Yeah, I'm super excited to put these together and paint them. All right. Thanks for coming out and checking out this What's in the Box. And I'll catch you in the next one.